Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumpin' here, and this is going to be episode 21 of Fun with Guns, where today I'm going to be using this bullshit, the M55 Argus assault rifle, which is a 3-round burst assault rifle, and the attachments I recommend is going to be extended barrel and extended magazines. You don't really need extended magazines on a Turian. Well, actually, if you want to have this, you need stability with this gun. But on a Turian, you do not. So that's the reason why I'm not using stability. But if you're going to try this gun on any other character that's not a Turian, you need stability. Alright, so this is my Ghost build. I've showed it before, but I'm going to go through this quickly. Damage. Obviously, damage is great. Recharge speed and assault rifle damage. That's the reason why I'm choosing the Ghost for this. It's just because in every assault rifle you ever pick, guys, I will definitely be using the Ghost from now on. Stim packs is going to be damage, duration, weapons damage. Overload is damage, neural shock, chain overload. The Legion's going to be damage and stability, power damage, and damage and stability. That's the reason why. The stability is the reason why you do not need this stability on the gun. For the equipment, I'm going to be using Armor Piercing 4, Assault Rifle Rail Lamp 3, Warfighter Package 5, and Stabilization 3. That will really help with the kick on the gun, because the kick is fucking terrible. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Alrighty, for the gameplay, it's going to be collectors on the new map, the Firebase Ghost hazard map, which has the acid rain, which to me is definitely an actual hazard, unlike some of the hazard maps. But one thing I can say is that it's cool that they added that in, because it is a real hazard. I like that. It's an actual hazard. But it is pretty freaking annoying. It does get annoying quick. And it's also scripted, just letting you guys know, which is kind of disappointing to me. It's just the fact that it is scripted. It only happens on some of the waves, and I can tell you right now which ones that is. It happens on wave 2, and that lasts until wave 4, and then it happens again, I believe, on wave 7, and I believe that lasts until wave 10, and then it happens on the extraction wave for, I think, half of the time. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty confident that that might be what it is, but, just let me know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. I'm pretty confident, though. You can watch the gameplay pretty much see, because like I said, it happens every time like that. But, alright, so let's go ahead and get into the Argus Assault Rifle, which is a promotional gun for the single player at first, and then they released it for multiplayer. Now, the one thing I can say about this gun, the one biggest downside to it that makes it a real bullshit piece of shit, honestly, it's just the recoil on it. It's so freaking bad. On a Turian with stability equipment, as you can tell, there is no kick, so I would highly recommend maybe trying a Turian like this, like the Ghost. And obviously the Ghost is probably the best assault rifle wielder in the game now, for sure, just because of all the insane damage bonuses that he gets, obviously. But I would say that this gun is, without either the stability mod or the equipment, you just cannot use this gun at all on a non-Turian. It's that simple. You can try it on the Destroyer. You have to have that mod on or that equipment on to even make this gun reasonable to use. Otherwise, the kick is so bad. Now, sometimes kick to a gun is not that bad. The reason why is because if you aim for the nutsack, well, hey, it's going to kick up to their face. And you want to get headshots anyway, so that's just a strategy you can use. If it has a bad kick, aim for their nuts, and you'll hit them in the head. Why not? But what I can say about this gun is that you aim for their nuts, and yeah, you're going to be hitting the ceiling. It's so bad. It's just unbelievable how much recoil this gun actually has, which is probably one of the biggest downsides, and it's really a disappointment to me, because if they were going to release a promotional gun, obviously, guys, this does not come from a DLC, this was just something they put in the game, but if they were going to release one of the promotional guns and an assault rifle, why not release I believe the name of it, I'm not 100%, but I believe the name of it is the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie assault rifle was another one. I think it came from pre-ordering the game, just like this Argus, I believe, came from pre-ordering the game. Why not release that one? Because I can honestly say I really like that assault rifle, at least in single player. It was a 2-round burst, not 3-round burst like this one, assault rifle that shot pretty quick, like Vindicator pace. It shot like pretty fast. And it also had like a decent amount of damage and good accuracy, all that kind of shit. Decent like clip size. It was a good gun. But the Argus, man, woo! This thing I always thought sucked in single player, and I still don't really like it that much for multiplayer. And the biggest downside to the Argus assault rifle, just like many other assault rifles in this game, is the fact that why use this? The only reason why you would ever need to use a gun like this is if you didn't have good assault rifles, like the Cerberus Harrier. If you have the Harrier, that's the only assault rifle you ever need to use. Even if you have the particle rifle, fuck, use that, because that is another really good assault rifle. That's the problem with the assault rifles, is that they are just pretty shit overall compared to a couple of the ones that are really good. So that's the biggest downside to a gun like this, is that it's hard to say this gun is even decent when you compare it to something like the Cerberus Harrier. Just can't do it. You just cannot do it. And I'm a little disappointed with Fun with Guns, guys. I gotta be honest with you. For the last 4 episodes, it's been assault rifles. And like I said, I understand why it is like that. It's because you guys want to know how to use some of these shitty assault rifles right. Because they're bad. Like, they don't really... The assault rifles in general are very underused and very underpowered compared to, like, a shotgun or freaking whatever. So, that's the thing. I would appreciate it if that you guys would get off this assault rifle kick that you're on. God knows next week it's going to be the collector assault rifle, and I mean it's just a little disappointing and annoying. I would rather use I wanted to use the collector SMG, but this gun clearly won. It had 90 votes compared to the collector SMG that only had 60 votes, or the Raider who only had about 60 votes. So that is the unfortunate part about it. And like I said, overall though, I just honestly cannot recommend this gun just because it only works well, to me at least. Maybe you guys out there are going to say, oh, I know exactly the best way to use it. But I couldn't figure it out. If it doesn't work well on the Ghost, then I don't really think that it's going to work well on anything. And it does work decent on the Ghost, but I've tried it on the Turian Soldier, and the fire rate on this gun is so shit that the boost is really not even a big deal. Like, the fire rate boost from the Turian Soldier really doesn't affect this gun that much. That's how shitty the fire rate is in general to this gun. So, overall, the stats, let me go ahead and go over them. The damage on the gun is decent, I can say that. If you use it on this Turian Ghost, on most factions, you're able to, if you overload and take their shields down, it's like 1 bullet to the body and they'll die. If you hit them with all 3 bullets, it will definitely kill them on most factions. Even collectors, but sometimes not on collectors, because you might miss the bullet. If you miss a bullet, that's probably the reason why you're not one-hitting them in the body or head. But that's probably the only real good thing going for it. It's just the fact that it does have a decent amount of damage. The fire rate is totally shit. The accuracy, because of the bad recoil, is totally shit. The clip size, that doesn't really even matter. I guess the clip size is just okay. Yeah, but that's the thing, guys. It's just, overall, it's just really not that good of a gun. That's what I would say. I would totally say that, is that this gun is not good. You can try to make it work, but there's really no point, because unless you're trying to use this gun just for fun, like, you know, fun with guns, that's cool, but it just, if you have the Harrier, if you're trying to use this gun, and let's say you have the Harrier, well, you're going to hinder your team a little bit. Why ever use a different assault rifle but the really good ones, like the particle rifle, or the collector, or the, not to say collector, I mean the Cerberus Harrier. Why not use the good ones? Because that will help your team, obviously, because you'll be able to do a lot of damage, kill a lot of enemies quick, all that kind of good stuff. Whereas something like this, not so much. So, that's just the thing, honestly. Collectors in general are fucking annoying. I do have to say that. They fucking really are. This gameplay was really freaking frustrating. Just because, like, they have like good offense, they have good defense, and this gun just makes it tough. Like, I can never kill a boss with the Argus assault rifle. I don't think I've ever done it. Well, maybe I've done it, but I rarely ever get the kill for the boss. If I'm shooting a boss with a teammate, my teammate always gets the kill because this gun's fire rate and overall just weird shit damage because of the fact it's 3-round burst. You got to take that into account for every little thing about this gun. It's 3-round burst. You can potentially miss 1 to 2 of the bullets. You can easily. Even if you're aiming directly at them for some random reason, it will sometimes you'll miss, well, the bullet. And if that happens, you're going to lower your overall damage dramatically. And if you're shooting a boss, you can do like, let's say I do 1 shot, boom, I do a ton of damage to it, but then I leave it at 1 bar of health. It takes me about like a whole second before I can shoot my gun again, where my teammate will just shoot it with the Harrier or a shotgun or a sniper rifle, whatever it is, and he'll get the kill for it, and I won't. So that's just overall, like I said, this gun is honestly not that great. This has been one of the many fun with guns, honestly, that I have not liked the gun. I mean, there's been a shit ton of fun with guns like that, to be quite honest. But yeah, I mean, that's just, that's like my overall thing. And like right here, man, oh my freaking god. Collectors just do so much damage at times. Like just the fact that I was able to instantly get dropped. I know why. Because I got hit with the boss, I got hit by the Scion. They both hit me at the same time. Obviously, I'm going to get fucking annihilated. But there's not, I don't think any other faction can do something like that. Like, just to hit you twice and you're just fucking dead instantly. I mean, 2 Geth Primes shooting you won't even do that. So, that's my thing. I don't like, collectors are whatever. Like, I'm kind of overall disappointed in them. I play them. I will play against collectors from time to time, but if I have a choice, I choose not to. I'd rather not deal with the headache of collectors. I'd rather deal with Cerberus. Cerberus is definitely my favorite faction still. It will probably always be my favorite faction because I like to fight against just the humans because I can headshot them and I can do all that kind of cool stuff. And they're not they're not like super easy, but they're not like retarded hard. So, and honestly, the easiest faction now to me, I think, is the Reapers. Just because, like, Reapers I always thought was pretty easy. Like, the Banshees are really the only big threat in Reapers. Maybe Marauders would be the second biggest threat. Honestly, like, that's the crazy part about Reapers. So overall, it's just not, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, though, let me keep continuing. So obviously, guys, if you don't know by now, if you watch my Fun with Guns series, you can vote for a gun, any gun you want. I will do it. I will try to at least make a conscious attempt at showing you the gun. But I'm going to be definitely always honest with you. I'm going to tell you how I feel about the gun. And it's all opinion based. I mean, maybe I say I don't like a gun, but then later I do like it. Who knows? Opinions change. It's just how the world works. But anyway, like I said, so if you want to vote for a gun, please do. I'm down to do any gun you want. I personally hope that it's not a fucking assault rifle because I get sick of doing assault rifles. But that's just how I feel about it. It's really up to you, the viewer, to make that decision. Anyway, though, yeah, this is Wave 7, and this is going to be raining. The rain, now here's the thing about the rain. The rain promotes camping. That's one reason I don't like it. I talk about camping all the time because I don't like camping. I don't support it. I don't support Firebase White Geth, or I never did at least, and I don't support camping Platinum, and I do not support camping any map. I don't even support Platinum farming. I don't. So, my biggest point here is that this map, one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of it is just the fact that, yeah, it does promote camping. So, that's just the thing. The best way to play this map is not the way that I'm playing it. I mean, I will always play this map like this. I will always just say, fuck it, and I'll stand right out in the rain and just continuously take shield damage. I don't care. I mean, what part of fucking China is this in anyway? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I will never sit in the room the whole time because that's just too boring. But that's exactly the way you should probably see where my teammates are right now in that middle room. That's exactly the way you should play this map when it's raining. Stay in that room. Don't just camp it out, because the enemies are going to take shield damage as well, but it definitely affects you way more, because, like, I don't know, the barriers on a Phantom or a Collector here, it takes it forever for those shields to go down, but it's like almost instantly for my shield to go down. Well, not instantly, but it's pretty quick overall. So that's just the thing. And it's kind of strange. I don't really understand the mechanic of it. Like I said, the hazard maps are a cool idea. At least it does something that this game needs, which is gives it some type of new add-on. Because the old maps, of course, were always pretty decent. I always liked almost all the old maps besides maybe Dagger. But I can say that, like, the hazard maps, it makes it fresh. It makes it new and tastes better. I don't fucking know why I said tastes better, but whatever. It does give it flavor. There you go. Flavor. It gives it flavor. But overall, though, some of them are like, ugh. This is one of the maps that's like, I would rather play the old Ghost than play this Ghost. Only because, like, in the old Ghost, I don't have to deal with this fucking acid rain bullshit the whole fucking time. So that's just the thing. And they picked, like, those certain waves. I mean, well, wave 7 and 8, man, it sucks. It just sucks to have this acid rain. It really does. Those are some, in my opinion, I think that 7 and 8 are probably one of the harder waves of any difficulty. They tend to throw a lot of, obviously, like the way they set up this game to me is that I think they like almost make it super easy to get wave 6 done. Once you get wave 6 done, then 7 and 8 are a little bit of a headache. 9, I never have felt that 9 was that hard of a wave. And 10, well, you can easily just fucking fly through the objective, just get it done. And it's just, who cares if you die, honestly? It's not really a big deal if you die after you get the money in wave 10. So 7 and 8 is really like the waves that are there to like fuck you over. And those are the waves that they have this acid rain on because they know that. They know that's the way they designed this game. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, if you want to play this map, don't follow what I'm doing in this gameplay. If you want to play it the right way, or if you don't want to constantly take shield damage, just camp it out in a room. Just sit in the room. And I thought the better mechanic for this map would have been that they would have made it randomly start raining for like 20 seconds. Then it would stop. Then it would randomly start up again. So, like, you're in the middle, and make it maybe, they should have made it so it's like, it only rains for like, it wouldn't make no sense, honestly, but it would only rain for like 10 seconds. But in that 10 seconds, it's like your shields are fucked. You and all the enemy shields are screwed. So if you're in the middle of like just fighting, you know what I mean? Like you're in the middle of just fighting a battle, it starts raining, that can get you killed. Or that can help you potentially, like depending on your location in the map. I thought that would have been better than a constant rainfall. That's how I feel, at least. But I don't know. It's whatever. Like I said, overall, I just don't like this map too much. But it is a cool element that they added to it, at least. Anyway, though, this is going to be some bullshit. I'm going to die right here. Get up, because I'm like, alright, I want to shoot this rocket. I cannot shoot it for some reason. I'm keep getting stunned. Then I'm going to die again. Oh, my God. Collectors, they're ridiculous. Only because of that weird defense they have. Like, how did they not die? I only got like 2 kills there. How did I only get 2 kills? Like, they were just a giant group outside the door. I don't know. I mean, I've shot rockets at like the bosses and hit them with it, and they don't die. And you're like, what the hell? They just lose their barriers. So, like I said, collectors are just like, ugh. Like, they have good defense. They have great damage output. Let's talk about some bullshit. Let's talk about some processed abominations screwing you over. I can't even remember right, but we were playing, I think, this map, and it was a really shitty upload. It was in a room, like a indoors upload. Man, that was a bitch. Just because they kept sending in these goddamn possessed abominations, and it was destroying us. Obviously, if one of them comes into the upload room that you're in, oh my God, you're screwed. If you kill it, you all die. You literally have to run out of the upload to have them come out of the upload, kill them, and then go back into the upload. Or you have to run out the upload, kill it when it's in the upload, which probably will kill your entire team. Which is pretty fucking trolly, honestly. Like, just the fact that you're able to do that now in this game. You can do it on the new reactor. Because all the hazard maps will become, I think, available once they show them all. But on the new reactor map, you could, like, just troll your teammates and kill them if you want. And now with the collectors and those abominations, it's like, hey, I see a possessed abomination next to my teammate. Let me go ahead and kill it on purpose. Instead of just saying, hey, yo, man, there's fucking an abomination next to you, run. And then kill it. Obviously, that would be the better thing to do. But there's, jackasses out there, are kids who think it's funny, and they'll just kill the goddamn abomination just to watch you die. And then they'll laugh their ass off because of it. So that's the thing, guys. Like, collectors in general are kind of trolly, and I don't like that they did that in this game. They should have made it so if I shoot an abomination and it dies and I'm next to it, it will kill me. But if I shoot an abomination and it dies and you're next to it, it shouldn't do any damage to you. It should be almost like a grenade or something, because that's the annoying part about it. Alright, so this is going to be the extraction wave. Let me go ahead and finish up by just telling you a little bit more about the Argus assault rifle. Well, my whole view of it. I think that it's a little bit gimmicky because this gun came out around the time that Borderlands 2 came out, and I believe they only came out with this gun just because they wanted to say, well, hey, you could go play Borderlands 2 or go buy Borderlands 2, but hey, we're adding in a promotional gun. Play our game some more. And it's like, really? You're going to add in that shitty gun to try to keep us playing your game? Are you serious? That's stupid. I don't care. That's exactly what I said, and I didn't play Mass Effect until this DLC came out, until the Retaliation DLC. Because who gives a fuck about the goddamn Argus? When I heard the Argus came out, I was like, well, that's whatever. That gun sucks. I knew from single player it wasn't that good. And honestly, it still isn't that good. The recoil's bad. The damage is decent, but overall, honestly, like, the Service Harrier and Particle Rifle is way better. Even maybe, I think the Collector freaking Assault Rifle is better. Like I said, the overall accuracy is bad. The fire rate is just garbage, and the damage is decent. So that's my view on the gun. I would give it, if I was rated 1 out of 10, I would give this gun a 3. I probably would give it a 3, which I think it might be the lowest score I've ever given a gun on Foaming Guns. Just because you really cannot use this on every... It's not that diverse. It's really hard to use it on every character. It's just has a lot of shitty things going for it, and I just don't like it, honestly. So that's pretty much my opinion. I hope you liked this video. Please like the video if you did like the video. That would definitely help me out. And subscribe to me for all Mass Effect content, DLC content, all that good stuff. And have a nice day.